Yàtọ̀ sùúrù iná múrú ìṣẹ̀bẹ̀ náà múrú ìjọ ọmọ Èkìtì o. Ọmọ Èkìtì o. Kíkẹ́ tẹranko ike lúgbó kálẹ̀ bá tilẹ̀ ohun ọ̀fàfà náà gbọ́ ijó Oyebanji o ẹ pariwo àtọmọdé Èkìtì àtàgbà Èkìtì igbe bá o náà mẹ́bọ̀ ọ̀rá bá o àjọ ṣíṣe 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 ọ̀rá bá o ní adára fún ọ ọ̀rá bá o àjọ ṣíṣe ọmọ Èkìtì àtàgbà lágbà Èkìtì ọ̀rá bá o àjọ ṣíṣe ojú bá ti mọ ìgbé bá o náà mẹ́bọ̀ ọ̀rá bá o àjọ ṣíṣe òru ọ̀ní bá ti ṣe lọ ní Nàìjẹ́ ọ̀rá bá o àjọ ṣíṣe bí ọdún àbáyọ̀mí ọmọ Oyebanji ọ̀rá bá o àjọ ṣíṣe òru kẹ̀ nínú rẹ̀ ọ̀rá bá o àjọ ṣíṣe wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe alẹ́ Èkìtì Èdùmàrè àrùn lọ ọ̀rá bá o àjọ ṣíṣe oríire kan bá mú sọmọ ẹ̀ṣọ́ rẹ̀ gígùn lé sí ọ̀rá bá o àjọ ṣíṣe èrà àdó ilé yìí rẹ̀ ọ̀rá bá o àjọ ṣíṣe èrà òkèrè ilé yìí rẹ̀ ọ̀rá bá o àjọ ṣíṣe kété Èkìtì pátá ilé yìí rẹ̀ ọ̀rá bá o àjọ ṣíṣe wé àkúlọ́mọdé wà dàgbàlagbà ọ̀rá bá o àjọ ṣíṣe òru ọ̀ní bá ti ṣe lọ ní jẹ́ ọ̀rá bá o àjọ ṣíṣe ọ̀rá bá o á dára fún ọ ọ̀rá bá o àjọ ṣíṣe èrò ṣe ilé yìí rẹ̀ ọ̀rá bá o àjọ ṣíṣe èrò èmùrè.
Welcome to Government House Diary. This is a platform where we update you on the official engagements of the Governor of Ekiti State, Mr. Abiodun Oyebanji. My name is Toba Babalola. Ekiti State Governor Mr. Abiodun Oyebanji has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to revolutionizing education through digital learning by establishing digital classes in all schools in the state. The governor said this during the inauguration of a digital smart school donated by the founder of Africa Interactive, Mr. Bolan Olayomi, at the State Government College at Ekiti. The governor acknowledged that the digital smart school, equipped with modern ICT tools and e-learning platforms, is part of his administration's education blueprint to elevate the standards of public schools, adding that other public schools in the state will soon benefit from the opportunity. Commending the donor for giving back to the community, Governor Oyebanji said that the e-learning facility donated was designed to boost instructional delivery in the school and facilitate effective teaching and learning for improved learning outcomes.
When the request came, I asked the Ministry of Education, which school in the state has been doing well? That don't let us bring emotions into this. If a donor is coming to give us this magnitude of investment, there must be value addition. So which school will use it best? And please, just tell me in fire. Because their decision is to take it to my community. And I said no. So I'm glad that we are here today. What that one tells me is you must sustain this performance so that you can get better government intervention. You know, you got this on merit. And I was just telling the chairman TESCOM, and I'm going to say this publicly, very soon we are going to start recruitment for teachers. I approved recruitment of 1,800 teachers and non-teaching staff. I don't know how many you are recruiting now. It must be based on merit. If anybody comes to you using my name, I'm not going to send anybody to you, and I'm saying it publicly here.
While saying that the school was situated at the government college based on its history of high academic performance, Governor Oyebanji said that his administration will soon embark on training and retraining of teachers that will align with the global digital trends and fit into the digital world with excellent use of computer and other interactive technological gadgets.
The State Government College at Ekiti. This intervention is aimed at transforming the facility of the college into smart classrooms to facilitate effective teaching and learning for improved learning outcomes. Let me express my profound gratitude to the facilitator of this intervention, Sir Bolahan Olayomi, who is an illustrious son of Ekiti State, for these remarkable contributions toward enhancing education service delivery in our state. Let me at this junction congratulate the staff and students of this college for having this facility in your domain. It is expected that you will put the facility to effective use and ensure they are always in good condition. As I said, it is obvious to everyone that technology-driven education service delivery is irreversible. I therefore encourage our teachers and students to continue to take advantage of the various capacity buildings to improve themselves and enhance their performance. I learned a new grammar today, technology native and technology migrants. And I'm so glad to hear that our teachers have transformed from being a migrant to a native. Congratulations. Because one thing that scares people here is that transition, and I'm happy you've done that effortlessly. I'll use this opportunity to reiterate our administration commitment to making good quality education accessible to school-age children through our free and compulsory education programs from the primary to secondary school levels. This is evident in the renovation and modernization of school buildings to make schools conducive for teaching and learning. Provision of interactive boards and computer devices in ICT laboratories and classrooms. Upgrading of science laboratories and capacity building for teachers and school administrators. Payment of examination fields, including WAEC examination. Distribution of JAMS form, award of bursary and scholarships to deserving students in tertiary institutions, payment of running grants to schools to enhance the effectiveness of school management. It is important to state that all the 200 public schools in the states and 3 special schools have solar inverters to provide uninterrupted electricity supply to power their devices and also illuminate the school. So also are internet facilities available in 125 public secondary schools to facilitate e-teaching and learning. For 2025 external examinations alone, the state government paid 652,798,300 for the WAEC examination, including admission cost for 17,085 students, and 35 million NAPTED fees and admin cost for 800 technical college students. The state will always collaborate and partner with organizations and philanthropists who will add value to our people and support our strategies to provide for and sustain the well-being of our people. I believe strongly, sir, that you said that the future of education is a combination of what you teach, how you teach, and where you teach. And what we have done today is to combine the three. We came in, we've upgraded the environment to make it conducive. They have the books and the contents. It's relevant. So, and in the Ekiti State, we are working on those 3 tripods. The content, the curriculum itself, has to be relevant to the needs of the 21st century. The learning environment must be conducive for both students and for teachers, and also the know-how and how to teach, the teaching methods and methodology, also must be correct. And that is what we are bringing to. Also, I agree that we are well, and you will actually hear from us very soon. I don't know how to express my gratitude and that of the government I head, and the people of the state, to you and your family, for this. As I sat there, I was just telling myself that, look, this man is not the richest in the Ekiti State. But look at what he has done. That how I wish that those God have lost from this state can look back and give back to their side. Instead of staying on the social media and criticizing. You have demonstrated commitment, not because you have money to waste, but because you saw a need, not because you want to do business. Thank God you are not even giving you any job to do now. 2 years ago we had a conversation, nothing has come up. But in spite of that, that is not even discouraging. But you are here to do this today, just to prove to us that, look, what we are selling, this is what we call proof of concept. That, look, this is what you guys are missing. If you can do this in other states. So because you know that this will change the future of this people, you cannot be developing other states and leaving your state behind. That's what you are doing. It's only God that will bless you. I'm extremely grateful from the bottom of my heart. And I promise you, sir, that this facility will be sustained. It will be maintained. When you come here, you will see it and you will be happy. And from here, we will scale up. And you will hear from us. On this note, I declare the Wowbill Smart Classes open to the glory of God and education advancement in Ekiti State.
In his address, the donor, founder of Africa Interactive, Mr. Gbolan Olayomi, described the project as a bold step towards transforming education in Ekiti State, adding that the project aligns with Governor Oyebanji's vision in preparing Ekiti children for the demands of our technologically advanced world.
You hear the name Wowbill, Wowbill. Wowbill means everything we do must be wow. We don't do wow. Look at that picture, you can see a child doing that, wow, you know. And then the B means Africa. We wanted Africa to have a seat at the technology table because we got tired of going for so many events and we'll be the only black people. And we felt, what good thing can come out of Africa? And so that's the whole essence behind the name Wowbill. And when we set up this brand 10 years ago, as a subsidiary of a bigger organization called Equipment Hall, our plan was to transform the way Africa works and learns. And in 10 years, we're grateful to God that today, Wowbill is not just a pioneer in interactive technology in Nigeria, but Wowbill has more than 80% market share in the continent of Africa. And that is testament of God's goodness towards us. A few years ago, especially after COVID, education itself was faced with a dilemma. Kids couldn't go to school. They had to stay at home, and that interrupted their learning experience. We had been doing our interactive touchscreens way before then, and the schools that had adopted our technology were not affected by the pandemic in the way in which we had to shut down schools. And so after the pandemic, there was a big demand for what Wowbill had been doing. And after that, we thought, what could we do for our own state? We've been doing this in other places. Other places have celebrated us. What could we do for Ekiti? And so we began to reach out to Ekiti to see how could we partner? How could we, show. It's like you show yourself outside, show yourself at home, and let those at home really get a feel of what you do. And so we began to reach out, and I want to appreciate all those that are here, our benefactors who helped to facilitate a lot of that process here. Auntie and Toyosi and a lot of other people who helped to facilitate that process to make us, become visible here. And so we started the journey. His Excellency was kind enough to welcome us in 2023 for us to sit with him and present what we wanted to do. Let's donate, let's give back to the state. This is where we come from. Let's show to the whole world that Ekiti can be at par with the world and accelerate. And so the proposition came, and graciously His Excellency approved that we should come here to do that. And on the 30th of January 2025, this school was handed over to us for digital transformation, and His Excellency was kind enough to send the Chief of Staff to oversee that process. We made a promise that in 30 days we will turn this school around. Did we keep our promise? Yes. Did we meet in 30 days? Yes. And so the intention for us was that His Excellency would go from place to place, from school to school, and in a short period of time, be able to see the vision that he has for education, the vision that he has for transforming Ekiti from what they call the analog way into a real interactive digital experience. would be the day-to-day experience that our kids will have. And I'm glad that by the help of God, we were able to deliver on that. I want to especially thank the principal of the school. I want to especially thank the Commissioner of Education. I also want to especially thank my team, led by Olale Konkololai, somewhere out there, that led this transformation project in terms of delivering this experience. I am very happy that we didn't come to open this school just after the 30 days. Your Excellency, you will be going to see a school that is not just something that is in the air, okay, they talk about it, no. It is alive and it is live. And it has been live. It's also not just one of those events where you come and cut it safe and go away, no. This experiment has been alive for at least 2 to 3 months now. And so it is proven. Before you came in, I went to the classroom and I asked the students, and I'm going to ask you that question there. Would you like me to take away the equipment that is there? No. That's the question I always ask. Because they have experienced the difference between there is a real before and an after. And that before and after has transformed both the teachers and the student community to the glory of God. So we are going to be looking at 16 classrooms. We're going to be looking at a school that has internet access 24/7. We're going to be looking at a school that has solar power 24/7. Surveillance, CCTV, because we must protect this investment. This is a favorable investment, so you can see from wherever you are what's going on with regard to the school. We're going to be seeing things that are intangible, which is the transformation of our teachers. The real joy for me is the fact that when you go over there in a few minutes, you will see teachers who were trained and are now training me. And they've mastered it.
He added that the facility replaces traditional chalkboards and market boards with state-of-the-art interactive digital screens equipped with cameras, as well as digital screens that capture classroom activities and allow students to revisit lessons at any time. The facility, according to Mr. Olayomi, comprises of 16 solar power small classrooms, 16 interactive touchscreens from Wowbill brand, internet access into all the classrooms, and CCTV for effective monitoring.
Any technology you're bringing into the learning space must be simpler to deploy than what they are used to already. Anything that makes it more complicated, Mr. Governor, never invest in it. It's got to be simpler and easier to use. So the idea is the kids should be able to come after the teacher has finished teaching them to level the parts themselves. We want them to come to the board and to be able to say, so if I ask for quality assurance, what's this part of the heart called? And anybody tell me, I'll come and do a small test to be able to tell us. But beyond that, the camera is also to make sure that you talked about the fact that they don't cheat here. Yeah. Hey, the camera keeps you very, very well behaved in class. Secondly, the essence of the camera is interactive telepresence. The mindset is that teachers in this school can teach our rural schools from here. Now, why is that so? We have subjects that we have a scarcity of teachers for. Ask, I saw that lovely, all the artwork that our young lady did. She can do that on this board. And I want you to hold that up for us, maybe go to notes and then show them how to do it. So the kids have the four C's of 21st century learning: creativity, collaboration, critical thinking, and communication. All of that happens with the technology that the PCC now has from this particular school. So from a teacher's perspective, we must keep that same here. From a teaching perspective, we want our teachers to have full expression. This is what this technology does. Whatever is in the heart of the teacher, in terms of this is what I want to be able to give the kids, you can prepare it and come and deliver what is in your heart to the children. There are no restrictions anymore.
The Ekiti State Head of Service, Dr. Folakemi Olomojobi, Chairman of the State Universal Basic Education Board, Professor Femi Akiwumi, and the Chairman of the Teaching Service Commission, Mrs. Rhoda Ojo, commended Governor Oyebanji for its phenomenon transformational leadership in the state, which they said had touched virtually all sectors of the economy.
It's the governor's idea that we start with a pilot school like this. We have put money to ensure that whatever school we were going to start this week was first, had sufficient security. Today, we are not just celebrating a smart classroom. Mr. Governor, maybe I should bring it to the public that you have spent about 25 billion naira in the education sector. In all the public schools in the state today, we have smart ICT classrooms. And for the first time, we are having an entire school that is smart. The meaning of this is that we have education that is learning beyond the classroom. And for those of us who send our children to private schools, this is free education. If you're going to get this in the private sector, your school fees cannot be less than 1.5 million naira. I shared a school with my brother, and that school is Wowbill compliant. The school fees in that school is 1.1 million naira. In this agreement. Right, so we are here. Government college address, smart school. Mr. Governor, you renovated the girls' hostel, the boys' hostel, the school hall, the classrooms, the laboratory. The enrollment of this school has increased by over 50%. I have keenly watched their wide outcomes. As bad as the world is, this is a school that Mr. Dede is anytime. And for those of us in education, we understand what I mean. So you cannot shoot the next round. They have done excellently well in your wide examination.
Excellency, because of the provision that has been tried to provide, we will just find solution out of which also, there was an announcement of 16 better schools to be built in each of the local government across the state. Aside from that, because of the migration of people to our primary school, we have decided, or we have practically approved 5 more primary schools in Kere. Another two is and aside from that, this September by the grace of God, we are planning to have a full basic school across the state. We have discussed about that, and everything is in the top tier. Aside from this, Mr. Governor has provided just for 2024 a sum of 3.5 billion naira more. The government has signed the memorandum of understanding. Presently, as I speak, we have trained our teachers in the area of ICT, how to make use of ICT. We have trained almost 2,500 teachers. So all this we have been able to do by the grace of God.
What has translated in teaching and learning in the state started many years ago when the head of service was a permanent secretary with the Commissioner for Education and my brother Diaz. They were desiring for a day like this, and the day has come. I, as teaching service chairman, I want to add that programs like this, the only problem is continuity, is personnel. We are going to work with the Commissioner for Education in training our teachers so that this laudable program will be felt in all the 192 schools and plus 8 government schools in Ekiti State. What happened there, we are going to replicate it by bringing our teachers for training. I don't want to take time. I want to congratulate my amiable governor, and I want to prophesy that what we are doing in this month of June, this year, June 2020, we are going to retaliate with what? We are going to retaliate with both. Teachers, do your work so that the parents of this students say, oh, our governor is doing well.
This is a transformation from the previous analog era in education to digital era. And it's fantastic. Let me just tell you the truth. It's not what we can explain off classroom. I will just imagine you being in the classroom and you see how the boards work. So now we have teachers that are compliant with this 21st century approach to teaching and learning. We currently have students that are compliant to the 21st century approach to teaching and learning. It makes teaching easier and it creates fun while teaching. It makes the students to even assimilate faster. And there is an optimal use of the time allocated for teaching each subject. It's fantastic.
We have seen the launch of Ekiti State's first digital interactive green smart school, comprising of 16 smart classrooms, solar powered, including 16 interactive touchscreens from Wowbill, from the Wowbill brand, our own brand, solar powered, 8 to 3 p.m. 5 days a week, making sure that learning is uninterrupted, internet access into all the classrooms, CCTV to ensure that we can monitor from a security perspective this investment to make sure that it doesn't there's no theft and any of that. And then of course the physical transformation of the school was really run down. We have been able to upgrade the facilities again, doing remedial works on the roofing, the body painting, increasing the security of the burglary proofing and the doors, and generally just uplifting the whole facade. We also did, of course, the smart classrooms from an e-library perspective. We also did a bit of intervention in that place, and then upgraded the laboratories with interactive technology.
Is there any plan to extend this to other schools?
Well, that will be down to the governor of the state based on his own plans, and he's made it clear that he intends to digitize the learning experience all across Ekiti State, that this is the way to go. And we're absolutely certain that like he said when he spoke earlier on, that between now and October next year, there will be a massive transformation in the education landscape, bringing Ekiti State back to the #1 position where it has always been in time past.
I'd like to officially commission the digital transformation of the state government college Inaugurates as the first digital green interactive smart school in the state. Today, Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025, donated by Wowbill and Prepared Hall.
And that's it on Government House Diary on this edition. Thanks for staying tuned, and do join us next time for another interesting edition. And until then, my name is Toba Babalola. Bye for now.
Ọmọdé wele àgbà wele.